if you extrapolate this and try and do some data analysis over the last decade of, like for example, I think it was 2018-19, NASDAQ did very well, one of these years, don't hold me to it. There was a fund which was 800 crores. NASDAQ fund gave 40-50% return. So that 800 crore fund collected 6,000 more crores. In the subsequent year, it fell 40%. So when it went up on an 800 crore base. And let's assume it created 300 crores. Out of the 500, 300 was the profit. When it came down 40%, it came down on 7,000, 8,000 crores, 40%. So optically, the fund NAV has come back to zero. But the fund managers actually lost 5,000 crores.
Sure.
So you go year by year, crypto was bought in 2017, not in 2018 when it fell. So recency bias is what one needs to overcome.
So the reason why I wanted to speak about that is to go back to the original point where you're saying that be married to the asset class, don't be married to the scheme. But equally, you have the tendency to tinker too much. So there's two ends of the spectrum, Feroze, where people are perhaps looking at their neighbors and saying, oh, you know, or somebody is bragging at a party and saying, my portfolio gave, what, 21, 22%. My top performing fund is, what, 26% XRR over, or return over the last 5 years. What about yours? And you say, oh, 18%. And somebody would have come to you, Feroze, and say, hey, Feroze, why don't I have ABC scheme? I'm sure that has happened. How do you respond to that?
It's happened very often, and that happens in the HNI and ultra HNI category, because they're rich enough to speak in a party. बेचारा 20,000 रुपए जो SIP के माध्यम से collect किया है, वो कहीं बात नहीं करेगा, right? It's not something to write home about, right? So this happens.